Hello and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program Insane Rockets Division. As always, I am Thor, your Chief Engineer. Yay, 0.15 is out, and I am ready to play some more Kerbal Space Program. Many of you, one of you, some of you might be wondering, where did I go? Why did I stop recording? Well, I got busy. The weather here was great, and there's lots of stuff to do outside, and I wanted to take advantage of that. Plus, I just... I don't want to be bored. We'd done a lot in 0.14, and I thought to myself, well, let's take a break and we'll see what happens with the next update. And boy, this update is wonderful. I'm also curious as to your first thoughts. Maybe mention in the comments down below what's the first thing you built when you got 0.15. If you have the game, did you go straight to the spaceplane hangar, or what did you do? Because I'm going to show you what I did. The first thought that I had in my mind when we got space plane parts was, maybe you can tell by the title, dun dun dun, Vanilla Rover. That's right, it's a Vanilla Rover. I got a car on top of a rocket. So what we're going to do today is we're going to launch this bad boy. I am not going to make you sit through stories and all that other stuff. We are just going to get it right up there. I'll basically show you launch, then we'll switch over to the Mooner burn, and then I'll show you patched conics, where it will show us our entry into Mooner orbit, and then we'll jump right to me landing, and then we're going to do what was my second thought with 0.15, which is I want to take this rover and go Dukes of Hazzard style off of the rim of a crater, fly all the way across it, land on the other side. Oh yes, oh yes. Now I have practice a little. So I know this rocket's going to make it, and I know I have enough fuel, so we don't have to worry about any of that. I have not successfully jumped a crater. I have gotten close to it, but the landing's a little tricky, and of course, we'll just let you all see how that goes. So anyway, we're going to do that today. We might get to look at, I think I can do that pretty quickly. We'll see what the time looks like. Then we're going to begin looking at space planes and other interesting things that I've built. Again, maybe we'll take a quick jump over there, and I'll show you, which again, I'm silly, but my first thought when doing space planes had nothing to do with planes. Nope. What did I want to build? Oh, where is it? Come on. Where is it? Jet car. That's right. We're gonna take jet car out for a spin. You wanna see it? Here it is. Check that out. That badass. Yeah, we're gonna take that bad boy out for a spin. All right, so let's get back. Without further ado, we'll go in here, load up the Mooner Rover, and get these guys on their way. I have adjusted the audio settings. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better than last time. You'll be able to hear me over the rocket engines, but like I said, we aren't going to stick long. Yes, clear the pad and proceed with the launch part. We're just going to show you that it launches. We'll get it up there, get it into orbit, and then go from there. Now, is my plane still here? Oh, I must have blown it up. I had parked one of my space planes out here because I just thought that was so cool that you could do it, but it's not here anymore. Anyway, further ado, meter controls, throttling up. 3, 2, 1, fire. Yeah, I'm thinking that sound looks much better for you guys. You want to hear me over this? We have Duldorf, Eden, and Dudvis. See how they do? I do miss Jeb. What are you going to do? Alright, let's get rid of this. Got 2 sets of boosters. A nice nighttime launch. Step back. Look how perfectly this thing is flying. I know you all aren't used to me building rockets that work correctly, but I can do it. Like the airplane parts up here. Foreshadowing. Alright, we're doing good. So I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and then I'll pick you back up when we get into orbit. Okay, welcome back. We are just about ready to do our orbital burn, and I wanted to bring it up so that you all could see that excuse me, I have been practicing. I am much better at reading the gimbal and orbital mechanics. So I wanted you all to see, I basically get the apoapsis to about 150,000, and then turn off the engines, and then I'll come in here, and we'll say right about there. And we'll have a look at the map, and I wait. We'll wait till we get up here, much closer to the apoapsis. And we'll go ahead and speed that up. Okay, that looks about right. So let's go ahead and come back in here. Looks like we're still, let me straighten that out just a tidbit. Just a tidbit. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And we'll go down just a hair. And let's fire up those engines. Watch as this spreads out nicely before us. Oh, that looks, oh, hello. There we go. So while this is spreading out, I thought I'd talk a little bit about the game itself. A couple of things that I think, I'm trying to do here. One of them is obviously, bring some entertainment. It's a couple of laughs. If I can make you laugh, I'm pretty happy about that. But the other thing is to promote the game. I really, really like Kerbal Space Program, and I hope in my heart of hearts, I'm going to stop here for just a second. Get this thing leaned over even more. But I hope in my heart of hearts that Kerbal Space Program gets to be as big or even bigger than Minecraft. I really, really do. It is such a great game. And I wanted to talk a little bit about why I like an alpha so much. Think about it this way. Think about if Kerbal Space Program's already done. It's a complete game. Okay, you go out and buy the game, and boom, boom, you got all these parts, and you can see that there's already a pre-built rover, so you know it's going to work. You just have to get it there. But with the alpha, like I told you all, my first thought was to build this vanilla rover, and who knows if it's going to work? I don't know if it's going to work. You got to fly it to the moon and find out if it's going to work. And that's the part that I really like. Now, I would love Kerbal Space Program even if it wasn't an alpha, if it was a complete game. But it adds to it the fact that we don't know, that I had to, put the wheels on and fly it up there and test it out. Maybe it'll, and the feeling of elation when I landed on the moon and it was rolling. It was just a wonderful, wonderful feeling of accomplishment, right? It was just super. And that's the beauty of an alpha is we are the testers. We are the folks that get to experiment with it. It's not done. You don't know if it's going to work, and I love it. I love that aspect to it. I really do. I think this whole move of indie developers going to releasing the alphas and letting us be their game testers and join in the development is just the greatest thing to happen to gaming in ages. It really is just awesome. So without further ado, that's enough of that. Get this thing straightened out. You're being hard to control, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Looks like we're just about ready to get. There's our orbit. There's periapsis. Yay! We'll let that get out to about 100, and we'll go ahead and cut the engines. Perfect. Turn off the RCS. Have a look at the map. Where is our moon? Moon. There she is. Alright, well, it looks like I'm going to need to do a revolution before I come back over. Let this moon go ahead and get over here. Well, you can see I've got debris everywhere. I have been playing quite a bit. And then there's this crazy orbit where I was trying to get out to Minmus, and I did, but I missed it. I got the orbit changed around so that it would, get close to that slightly different orbit that Minmus has, but it was already passed. So I'm just letting it go round and round and round, and I'll check back on it once in a while and see if it does get captured. So let's see. I will be back with you in just a minute as we get ready to do when we're ready to do our Mooner burn. Welcome back. Here we are, swinging around the dark side of Kerbin, And our moon should be rising right over here very soon. That's how I do the Moon burn is by eyeball. Learned that from Kurt J. Mack, and you just wait for the moon to start rising on the horizon, and then you do your burn, and it'll put you right out there to the moon. Works every time. So like I said, we're waiting for this to come up. Should be coming up very soon. We'll speed it up just a little bit. Speed it up just a little bit. Where's the moon? Moon, moon, moon. Where are you, moon? Moon. It's kind of dark. Let's make sure we're going to be able to see it here. Look at the map. Should be rising. Yeah, it's doing good. Alright, should be rising soon. Let's speed this up a little bit. So how are you all doing? You enjoying the .15 if you got the game? Building some space planes, getting them working? Boy, they are not easy to fly, are they? No, sir. No, they are not. Thank God for SAS, right? That's what I say. I got a big kick out of watching Kurt do his first space planes. That just, oh, it just makes me laugh. He is so funny. Oh, Christmas, he says. His plane goes crashing into the terrain. Oh, Christmas. He is so funny. But the great thing, excuse me, was Kurt wasn't using any computer controls, I think, until the end. He was just flying that by the keyboard in the seat of his pants, it was hilarious. So you all please do check that out. Kurt J. Mack. The other cool thing that just happened with him yesterday. Oh, there's the moon. Okay, let me slow this down. We got to do our burn. All right, we are pointed the right way. Fire. Excellent. Yes. Let's get that even more little. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, good. That's good. We don't need that anymore. Fired a little engine that could. Oh, she's real controllable now. Now we got rid of that big bulky thing. Over here. Woohoo! I have a bunch of RCS on there for driving around on the moon. Alright, we're burning good. Let's go ahead and throttle that thing all the way up because it's so much smaller. And we'll let this run out. So what was I saying? Just lost my train of thought completely. I'm sure Loki will help me out. What was I talking about? I was asking about you guys and your space planes, you know, how you're doing with that. I do have a couple that fly around pretty good, a couple others that don't. I have built a shuttle style on the rocket pad. These things we're going to be checking out. Of course we're gonna jump right in. You know, it's not going to be each episode is going to be these things that I've already built that work. Well, you know, this is Insane Rockets Division. So what do we got to do? Well, that's right, we got to mix airplane parts and rocket parts. In fact, the one thing that I'm really looking forward to, this is the other thing, and I did read this on the forums, is you can, well, obviously, you can rotate pieces in the spaceplane hangar. So I can build a vertical launch rocket in the spaceplane hangar and not have to worry about the gantry. If you all remember past episodes, you know, the fatter you build the rocket, you end up running into the gantry with the pieces of it. So I'm thinking, hey, I can build a rocket that is this, you know, the Burge do rocket, because there's no gantry. I just put it out there, and we'll see if that works. I mean, again, it's an experiment. That's the beauty of an alpha is, you know, is that going to work? I have no idea. It should. I should be able to launch a rocket off of the runway. We shall see. So that's one fun thing that will go into Insane Rockets Division, and then, like I said, obviously we're going to start mixing and matching parts. We are going to have some crazy, crazy, crazy rockets. I mean, the possibilities just grew by about 1,000% with all the parts that are in it now. So this is going along pretty slowly. I'll speed it up a little bit. We can get this episode cranking. And you're going to see patched conics if you don't own the game. Then you'll get to see the new way that it shows you that you're going to be captured by the object that they're coming close to. And hopefully, this is quite a bit out in front of it. But hopefully, go ahead and cut this back. 6 million. We get out here around 10 or 11 million, and it's going to show me a Mooner insertion, which I think is pretty cool. Let's slow down that engine. Oh, wait, and I'm burning way off here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, let's cut that engine down. I should have been adjusting instead of flapping my jaws, huh, guys? Yep, 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 and yep. Sorry, is that way too many yups? Yep, yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Alright, let's see how we're doing here. We got 8 million. Let's get those engines back on. 8 million. Oh, come on, give me a patched conic. There it is. There it is. Cutting the engines. Woo, woo, woo. Good. There is our Mooner insertion. That is patched conics, ladies and gentlemen. I like it. So basically, again, I'm going to speed it up, but this is going to go all the way out to here. And then, once it hits this, we'll start moving along this. And we'll be ready for Mooner insertion. So I will see you in a minute. And welcome back. We are just about ready, and I thought you might like to see how this works when we come up on here and what it's going to do. So let's go ahead and speed it up and let it come on in. Come on in. Uh-huh. Yep, 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 yep. Kudos to anybody who knows where that comes from. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yep, 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 yep. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. That's really old. Boy, that goes back to my childhood. Way, way back. Come on, let's speed it up a little more. Come on. Get in your patched conic Mooner orbit there. Oh, that was a really bad New York accent. I have no idea where that came from. So here we go. Basically, when I hit this, it's going to start showing this. It's also going to show my what would be my orbit around Kerbin if I don't do anything. And we begin our Mooner encounter. Yes. See, there we go. Let me go ahead and put that on play so you can see what's going on here. Interesting, right? And then just as normal, we're going to wait for this to come on over and hit the periapsis. And then we will circularize, bring our orbit in, and be ready to land on the moon. So we'll speed this along. Yay for time warp. Buzz that right on along. Woo, a little fast. Woo, okay, easy, easy. Yeah, we'll get right on up to that periapsis. And that's looking pretty close, right about there. We'll call it a day. Alright, let's get her spun around. She's still kind of pointed in the right direction, so that's good. Get you pointed. Oh, we want to do retrograde, right? Whoops, I almost screwed that up and sent us off into space. Look at Duldorf. Hey, look at you. What are you afraid? What's your problem? You're just floating here in space and you're all upset. As Kurt would say, you're no Jebediah or Kerman. There we go. And begin the burn. Oops. There we are. And there it's going to start closing around the moon. Moon, 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 moon. Get some more oomph. Mm-hmm. Yes. Just watching this thing. Oh, what else should I talk about? One of my favorite threads that's on crew. Okay, this is happening quick. Let's ease on the engines here. Whoa. There we are. Bring that on down. Bring that on down. As we're just going to go right on into it. Mm-hmm. And somewhere over here, you can see there is a Mooner Crover landed. It is just debris, though. It had an accident. It had a little accident. And here we go, we're getting closer, 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 closer. Looking good. So, thread on the forums. A guy was saying that, he, liked the game, but felt like because he wasn't a physicist, that he was kind of, didn't know how to play it. Like, you needed to know equations and orbital mechanics to be able to play Kerbal Space Program, but it was a very well worded, well thought out. It was a nice post. It wasn't like he was grumping or anything. But the reason I like the thread so much was because of a lot of the responses. I mean, very well thought out, nice responses that basically say what I've been saying all along. Oops, let's get this slowed down just a bit. Yep, that's working. Alrighty, and we'll cut those engines off and bring her on in. So, yeah, so some of the responses, talking about, the way I play. I think the way most people play is you play by eyeball. I mean, you have to know basics of orbital mechanics, but you don't have to know much. You just, and experimentation, science, how do you know what kind of rocket to build and fuel to weight ratios? And I have no idea. I just put things together and press spacebar. I mean, to me, that's the beauty of the game. As you all know, I mean, I love to experiment. Will this work? Will this work? I don't know. Let's try it. That's the beauty. And excuse me. And then one of the devs came on and said that, early on that had been kind of a concern for them was, the learning curve. Is it going to be too heady, too complicated for, your general everyday gamer to enjoy? And the dev said, I think this is Harvester, said that, he was really glad to see all these responses where people were saying, no, that's great. We don't know physics. It's real simple. You just, trial and error, and you learn as you're going. So it was really good. I really like that thread. If you haven't been on the Kerbal Space Program forum, please, get up on there. Leave a nice note on the thank the devs thread. It's a good community, a lot of good people out there, and it ranges the gamut from, people like me who just like to throw rockets together and have at 'em to folks that are, doing 20-foot orbits around the moon through the new rings. Y'all heard about the new rings that are on the equator, or loops, or whatever you want to call them, structures? Yeah, I mean, there's some people that really are physicists and mathematicians and whatnot that get into all the math and doing things perfectly and getting it just right and using just enough fuel and that kind of thing, which is awesome. It ranges the gamut from that to everything in between, and just so much creativity. I should mention that I do not do a whole lot of watching of other videos or reading too many threads about how to do this, how to do that, because of what I just said, which is I like to learn it for myself. I don't want to see your rocket, because then my rocket might look like your rocket. It's just how things are. So here we go. We're getting kind of on down in here. Let me slow this down a bit. And I am going to start our descent burn probably around 60,000 kilometers. I think that's a good safe bet. I've done it a lot lower. Just come in to 30,000 kilometers and slam the engines on, and that reminds me of, God, I hope any of you guys Battlestar Galactica fans, the new BSG that was on Sci-Fi. I always remember when they jumped the Galactica into the atmosphere, and Adama said something like, report, and I think it was Gata, but he says, 90,000 meters and dropping like a rock. Yeah, that's what it's like when you start your burn at 30,000 meters. So we'll let this get on in here. I'll probably, like I said, I'll start the burn at like 50 or 60,000, so we aren't biting our fingernails too much on the way down. There we go. We are getting closer. Looks like there's some decent craters around there. Again, I'm not going to make you all watch me drive the thing around to find the crater that we're going to do Dukes of Hazzard off of. The beauty of editing. Alright, how are we doing here? 117,000. We are coming in quick. Alrighty, good, good, good. A sip of coffee. Some good coffee there. If you all are followers of Kurt Schapak, then you will know that he was down there for the NASA Social for the launch of the Falcon 9. He did not get to see it because it was delayed, but I live in Central Florida. And so I was able to go out at 3:30 in the morning, and I watched it go. I could see it. It was a night launch. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. I was able to watch it for a good 10 minutes as it went all the way out, and even saw, the little glow disappear as the main engine cut out, and then they staged into the second. You see the glow reappear. Just beautiful. And boy, what an awesome mission. I mean, it's all done now today. Dragon is back. 57,000. We gotta start our burn. Yeah. Okay. Retro. Spinning around. Easy. We gotta start this burn quick. It really is gonna be 30,000. Ah! Fire the engines! Oh dear God! Alrighty. And hopefully you all will be noticing and seeing that I am getting better. I don't make a liar out of me, but I know what to do. And we're going to fire this engine, and we're going to follow this little yellow crosshairs right up to vertical. I have plenty of oops. Is it H or G? G is gear. Oh, I don't have the RCS on. There we go. Plenty of reaction control fuel, as you can see. This is what we're going to use to drive around the moon. So I also use it to help slow down. Alright, we'll take that off. Chase it. Good. Ooh, we are coming in hot. I did not mean to come in this hot. I really didn't. But we are coming in hot. Hot. 560 meters a second. Yeah. Oh, I hope we don't crash. We are really coming in hot. Really coming in hot. Slow down, baby. Slow down. Oh, God, slow down. Slow down. Wow, I don't know if we're going to make it, guys. I'm going to do a... oh, I should have done an F5 way out. Oh, this could be tragic. This could be tragic. Oh, man, we are coming in hot. Oh, this may not work out good. You may get to see your first explosion of IRD Season 2. Oh, man, we are coming in hot. 420. 400 meters a second. Oh, I don't know if we're going to make it, guys. This is really coming in hot. Really coming in hot. I have got everything firing. It's not going to be enough. It is not going to be enough. We are going to crash. We are going to crash. We're going to crash. We're going to crash. We're going to crash. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh, Raggy. This is trouble. Oh, we're going to die. We're gonna die, 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 we're dying. We're dead. We're toast. We're toast. All that bragging, and here I go, run in my mouth and blow up right into the moon. Oh! Well, guess what, guys? Through the magic of editing, I'm going to do that again without you all watching, and we'll be back to trying to land again.